Hey bros, and thanks for coming out to Leafs Bro. It's always great to have you, and I think we got an alright one for you today. First of all, I want to say it's St. Paddy's Day, so drink up. Got a couple green beers here to celebrate for the occasion, but I'd like to I'd like to dedicate this for Pat Quinn and Pat Burns, a couple of absolute beauties in the Leafs world, and you know, may they rest in peace. Here's one for my homies. Alright, so a few things I want to get into here. First of all, I want to talk about Kadri. He's been scratched a few games here. Horacek saying he was late for practice, saying he slept in. And then we got Shanahan talking about how this is more of an issue with Naz. It's not just a one-time thing, so he was scratched for multiple games. Now, I don't think this is a good idea by Leafs management. Right now, the team is an absolute circus. Why are we making more of a outlandish thing about this? Like, keep it in the room, keep it quiet. We don't need this right now. We need to tank suddenly and not be an embarrassment. That needs to be the key, not be an embarrassment when we do this. And I don't know if Shanahan and Nonas get that, because there's no reason to do this. What are you doing? You're just hurting his trade value if you do want to trade him, which I don't think we should at this point. I don't think we'll get enough. He could still turn out to be a good number 2 center. So stay away from that. Don't drag the guys to the mud in the media. It's not worth it. Nobody wins there. Player gets mad. Management looks bad. We already have a tough time attracting good free agents, so let's try and stay away from that. Phil Kessel. He has said that this is the lowest point in his career. And I don't doubt that. Nah, he hasn't scored. He scored 1 away goal since January 1st, I believe. It might be 2 now. I could be wrong, but I don't doubt it's the low part in his career. And right now, the Leafs look beaten down. They don't give a crap. They got beat bad by the Oilers. They came out and just killed us. We can't win games right now, which is excellent, because that's what we need to do. Right now, it's looking like we're going to finish in about the 4th last spot, which isn't bad. I think Strome probably goes 3rd, but you never know. Might slip. You know 1-2 is going to be McJesus and Eichel there, so I don't think Strome slips. Maybe we can move up. There's always the draft, which brings me to my next point. The NHL draft, everybody knows it's rigged. I mean, people can pretend it's not, but we all know it's rigged. Look what happened with the Pittsburgh Penguins. They needed Crosby. Tennis was down. They needed him. It revived the city. Hockey-wise, they needed it. Got him. Chicago, it's obvious. Edmonton's got it lately, so I don't think they're going to get it. I think the NHL might be tired of the Leafs being almost an embarrassment at this point. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I don't think it's going to happen. But you got to think about the playoff revenue that the Leafs pull in if they do make the playoffs. That makes the whole league better. It's the best team. Like, and this is what I say to people. I know the Leafs are bad right now, right? Bottom of the league, nobody cares. It's hard to watch the games. But the thing about the Leafs is no matter where they are, they're always number 1. And I don't care what people have to say. Oh, they suck. Why do you support them? I don't care what team you cheer for. The Toronto Maple Leafs are number 1. And people will be jealous of that forever. No matter where they're in the standings, the Leafs will be relevant. People will talk about them. And everyone will be jealous of that. So what I always say, no matter where the Leafs are in the standing, we're number 1. Which is why you got to stick by them. I know right now it's bad. I'm cheering for losses. You should be cheering for losses. But no, in the end, it's all for the greater good. All right, what do we got here? We got Phaneuf. Now, the trade deadline was pretty weak for the Leafs. We got rid of Santorelli, Winnick. The Horton for Clarkson deal was obviously huge. Makes a lot of cap room there. But I didn't think we tore it down as much as we should have. We're doing a great job at tanking with the guys left, but Lupul should have been gone. Any of the veteran guys who have value should be gone. But I think what the issue at the deadline was, teams were trying to have the Leafs take money back after Burke lobbied for the whole, you can keep salary back if you trade a guy. And you see the Phoenix Coyotes, they got rid of McCulloch, Yandel, and they kept like half their salaries. So I think what was going on was, especially with Dion, Detroit trying to get the Leafs to take couple million, I'm not sure the number, but Dion's contract's too long. We can't afford to do that. I think short term we can take some money because we're not planning on doing anything, and we need to bottom out, but we can't be taking Dion's money back. So I think Nonis and Shanahan are waiting until the summer to try and slow play this deal into something better for them. In the summer, teams have a little more cap flexibility, so I think that's what's going on there. I don't think I got to this. Ron Wilson's been on TSN lately as one of the media guys or whatever, the round the table guys, which I find extremely hypocritical because nobody whined more about the media in Toronto than Ron Wilson. And then what does he do? Turns into one of the media guys. Like, come on, Ron. I know you're just there to rip on the Leafs and you got a vendetta. It's sad. Whatever. Do what you got to do, but we all know you're just a hypocrite. Another point, Joffrey Lupul upset at TSN for talking about potential affair within the team with wives and such. He made a big stink about it. It was a little tweet that somebody got through, and Lupul made a big deal about it. And honestly, I feel like Lupul likes that stuff. Like, he goes off and he does magazines with like no clothes and guitar on, and he's all about trying to be a rock star and he wants to live in New York. Worry about hockey, Joffrey. Like, yeah, I know you think you could probably get some money out of it or whatever, shame TSN, but come on. Like, it's not that big a deal. I think you like it. You do whatever you have to do, but don't pretend like you don't like it, because it kind of seems like that to me. But whatever. All right. I think that's all I've got for today. Other than Detroit, yeah, the reason I think Detroit might be interested in Phaneuf is because the Rafalski and Lidstrom type defensemen, they like to have that one offensive defenseman, and they play a good team D. Datsuk, Zetterberg, the young guys, whoever, Cronwall, they all play good defense. I think Dion would be more insulated in Detroit. I've said before, I don't think Dion is the problem. He's not the solution. He's not the full problem there. So he might do a little better in Detroit. I think that's all I've got for today. So thanks for coming by, bros. And we'll see you in about a week or so. I just broke my light.